Welcome back to the Stock Market Summary Series. Okay, today's session, it had a really fascinating twist. While the main stock indices pulled back, we saw some incredible strength in pretty unexpected corners. Specifically, silver absolutely rocketed, and Bitcoin, it continued its impressive run. We're going to get into why these moves matter, how they fit into the bigger picture, and what they might be telling us about shifting market dynamics. So stick around for those insights. Oh, and before we jump in, just a quick note, nothing here is specific buying or selling advice. It's all general market commentary, trading education. And hey, if you find these daily summaries helpful, do us a favor and hit that like button. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it really helps us out. And maybe click subscribe so you never miss a beat. You can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind.
Yeah, today was largely a technically driven session. Markets just continue to work off those, overbought conditions we talked about. Prices had run up fast, needed a breather. So we saw those pullbacks across the major indices. But what's really fascinating, like you said, is the surge in certain assets. It actually confirms some key patterns we've been watching closely.
Okay, let's unpack the stock market then. Major indices pulled back today. The S&P 500, it dipped 0.35%.
Right, and that formed what technicians call a doji candlestick on the weekly chart. It just hit all-time highs, so seeing that.
That little cross shape. Yeah, it often signals market indecision, right? Like buyers and sellers are maybe reaching a stalemate. Could mean a shift next week.
Exactly. And the Dow fell 0.66%, losing some steam from yesterday.
And the NASDAQ slid 0.23%. That tech softness we flagged, it's continuing.
Yep. And the Russell 2000, the small caps, took the hardest hit, down 1.38%.
It's important, isn't it, not to try and guess the absolute top.
Oh, definitely. As Grok Trade often cautions, trying to pick the top is, risky. Remember Keynes, markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Most sectors did sell off. Financials led the declines, down over 1%. But energy, that was the standout, gaining 0.45%.
That sector rotation, even on a down day, is interesting.
It really is a key dynamic to watch.
Okay, amidst all that pullback, here's where it gets really interesting. Some standout stocks. MicroStrategy, MSTR. Added over 3% today.
Yeah, continuing that breakout from earlier this week, testing resistance around $430.
And with strong volume, too. That's usually a good sign when testing resistance, right? Those price points where sellers tend to step in.
Absolutely. Volume confirms the move. And then there's Centrus Energy Core, LEU. That also caught our eye.
Rallied from that bull pullback pattern.
Exactly. A dip within the uptrend, basically offering a potential entry. It's nearing a new swing high, again on heavy volume.
Recognizing those kinds of technical setups, seeing a stock setting up for a potential breakout, that's precisely the kind of thing Grok Trade focuses on teaching, isn't it?
It is. That pattern recognition is crucial.
Okay, what about economic news? Sounded pretty quiet today.
Very light, yeah. It really reinforces that it was a technically driven session. No big Fed comments, no major inflation or jobs data moving the needle, which leads to the important question for you listening. What's next? We're keeping a close eye on next week's inflation data and the bank earnings. Those could be catalysts.
Right. Could challenge this sort of cautious mood we're seeing.
Potentially, yeah.
So let's shift gears. What did all this mean for other assets? Bitcoin, BTC?
Still climbing. It continued its breakout, up about 1.63% to around $115,400.
Building on that big volume surge past $112,000 we talked about yesterday?
Exactly. But silver, ticker SLV. It truly stole the show today. Rocketed 3.79%.
On explosive volume, too.
Huge volume. It confirmed that bull flag pattern we flagged earlier this week. The pattern that looks like a flag on a pole. Often signals the trend will continue after a pause.
And it played out perfectly.
It did. And what's fascinating is silver's strength compared to gold. Gold gained, but only modestly, 0.96%. Still struggling below its 50-day moving average.
That key trend line.
Right. So silver's move today, that relative strength, it's a bigger story. Maybe a flight to safety, maybe an inflation hedge play kicking in as stocks pulled back.
It really shows how powerful recognizing those chart patterns can be.
Yeah, absolutely. Understanding them, knowing when to trust them, that can really inform your trading.
By the way, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or maybe a question about the markets, drop it in the comments. We might cover it in an upcoming episode.
Yeah, definitely let us know. And, days like today really highlight the value of what we teach.
With MSTR and LEU pushing those breakout patterns.
Bitcoin extending its run, silver surging on that heavy volume.
It just underscores why understanding technical analysis and, maybe more importantly, managing your risk is so critical.
Exactly. Knowing how to spot these setups, having the discipline to trade them correctly, That's the core of it. It's the practical framework Grok Trade's mentorship program provides. We give you the tools and support to navigate these kinds of dynamic markets with more confidence.
So let's sum up today's action. Basically, a technically driven pullback in the broader stock indices.
Yep, cooling off after recent highs.
But silver and Bitcoin were really shining bright. It just highlights how crucial it is to spot those underlying rotations and technical signals.
Couldn't agree more.
So, have a ticker you want us to break down? Or maybe just a question about today's moves. Drop it in the comments below. We always love hearing what's on your mind. We'll catch you in tomorrow's stock market summary.